What's going on, everybody? Spunky Nice No One coming guys another video. Coming at you guys with my Eagles Falcons Week 2 preview. Here's a fun fact for you guys. Here's a fun fact. The Eagles have never lost to Kirk Cousins in primetime. That goes back to his time when he was in our division, when he played for what was then the Washington Redskins, now of course Washington Commanders. And then of course his time with the Minnesota Vikings. So, will the Eagles keep that streak going, not losing to Kirk Cousins in primetime? We shall see. You know, I don't know what it is about Kirk Cousins in primetime, but the guy struggles. You know, he absolutely struggles. He struggles a lot in primetime. So, yeah, that's just a fun fact. The Eagles have never lost to him in a primetime game. But, yeah, going to this game, the Eagles are coming off of a Week 1 victory in Brazil against the Green Bay Packers. The Atlanta Falcons lost their Week 1 matchup. So they're coming to this game trying to get a win. But it's not going to happen. I got my Eagles win this game by a score of, I'm going to say 21-28. I think it's going to be a one-touchdown game. That's what I predict in terms of the score. Now, going into this game, in Week 1, there was quite a bit of positives for the Eagles in that game against the Falcons. Excuse me, against the Packers. But there were also some things that is a cause for concern that we have to stop doing. One of them is turnovers. There were a couple really bad decisions that Jalen Hurts made in that game. No, 2 interceptions. Should have been a third interception, but A.J. Brown knocked that ball away. Well, he pried the ball out of Jaire Alexander's hands. And, yeah, it's a couple times the Eagles could have fumbled that game, you know. So the turnovers have got to stop. We have got to bring them to a bare minimum of turnovers, you know. Jalen Hurts got to stop trying to be Superman, trying to be the hero. If there's nothing there, just throw the ball away. Don't force the football. That frustrates me about Jalen Hurts. I like Jalen Hurts. I hope that he is the franchise quarterback that we pay him to be. But the turnovers are just killing us. They got to stop. But yeah, going to this game against the Falcons, Eagles, trying to get that second win. You know, it's primetime football at home. You know, at the Link. So primetime football at the Link. Eagles trying to get that second W of the season, second in a row, of course. Keys to victory are very simple this game. Defense, they had an up and down day against the Packers. They had some moments where they looked really, really bad, but then they had some moments where, yeah, you can see some potential there and they look solid. Zach Bond at linebacker, I did not expect when we signed this guy, you know, in free agency from the Saints, I didn't expect this guy. If you would have told me that this guy would have 15 tackles, 2 sacks, if you would have told me he would have had that his debut game, I would have thought you was crazy. I would have absolutely thought you was crazy. But, you know, he was all over the field against the Packers. And what a pleasant surprise to see that, you know. Somebody that, you know, I'm sure a lot of Eagle fans never heard of prior to that, you know, prior to us signing him. I know damn well I never heard of him. But just impressive. So, keys to victory are very simple. We need the same energy from Zach Bond, you know, our defense. When it comes to get to the quarterback, you know, get pressure on Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins is one of those guys where when you leave him with so much time in that pocket to find a receiver down the field, oh, he's gonna make you pay. You know, make no mistake about it. Yeah, he tends to struggle in prime time, but if you're not getting the pressure on Kirk Cousins will pick you apart. So we gotta make sure that the pressure is getting to him. You know, Vic Fangio is one of those guys that, you know, is known for blitzing in his defense. Get the pressure on Kirk Cousins. Try to force him out of the pocket where he's not comfortable at. Coverage of our secondary. You know, there was some positives there as well. Quinyon Mitchell, love what I saw out of him, because Jordan Love in that game last week absolutely challenged Quinyon Mitchell, the young rookie cornerback. And Quinyon Mitchell held his own. And that guy right there is a future. I say within the next year or two, people are going to start, you're going to hear him in the conversation when it comes to the better cornerbacks in the league. I think he's definitely heading that trajectory. So yeah, he held his own and did very well in that game. Christian Watson, who he was going against a good portion of that game, he is no slouch, of course. So yeah, secondary got to hold up. Definitely got to hold their end like they did for a good portion of that game against the Packers. But we got to do it better. We got to take away the run game from the Falcons. They got to Bijan Robinson. Somebody who a lot of Eagle fans wanted last year when he was doing the draft. Got to take Bijan Robinson away. Stop the run game. That's something that the Packers did do well against us in last week, was run the football. Big guys like Jordan Davis gotta plug up those running lanes. Take away the running lanes and opportunities for Bijan Robinson, because Bijan Robinson is one of those guys that you do not want him to get comfortable. You do not want him to really get into a groove, because that's a guy that will absolutely hurt you if you let him get into a rhythm. So Bijan Robinson, make sure we take away the running game for them. Force Kirk Cousins to have to try to beat us with his arm. That's the position that we want to put the Falcons offense in. Cardero Hodge, the wide receiver for the Atlanta Falcons. One of those under the radar type of wide receivers. But the guy makes plays. Somebody that we got to make sure that he is accounted for at all times. Darnell Mooney, another wide receiver for the Falcons, that quite a bit of speed that he has. Definitely a speedster guy. Got to make sure that this guy is covered and accounted for at all times. But plain and simple, we got to get the pressure on Kirk Cousins. We got to take away the running game from the Falcons. We got to try to force the Falcons offense we got to try to force Kirk Cousins to beat us with his arm. So we get him in that position, we have them where we want him at. Now for us on offense, the Eagles on offense, we got execution of the playbook execution. I saw a lot of great things out of Kellen Moore's offense in week 1. There was definitely quite a bit of positives there. The play calling by Kellen Moore, I thought overall was very good. But we got to be more efficient in week 2, and we just got to take this and build on it week after week after week. I think we could do that, but we got to be efficient. The turnovers, like I said before, turnovers have got to be brought down to a bare minimum, because our schedule is going to get tougher. It's going to get tougher, and when you are constantly turning the ball over against good teams are going to make you pay for it. There's no ifs or buts about that. And Jalen Hurts has got to be smarter with the way he, when it comes to his decision-making throwing the football. You can't just force the ball down the field. Stop trying to be Superman. Take what the defense gives you. Take what the defense gives you. Sometimes some really bad decision-making on his part. Some fumbles which were bad. Thank goodness we recovered the fumbles. Thank goodness, but the turnovers just got to stop. They got to stop. I understand nobody's perfect. You're going to turn the ball over from time to time, but it's not good when your quarterback is throwing, on average, 2 to 3 interceptions a game. That's not good. So, he had a streak last year where he was throwing multiple picks in one game. I want to see a streak where I would love to see him go on a streak where he doesn't turn the ball over for quite some time. That's in a perfect world, of course, where we don't turn the ball over in general for fumble, interception, whatever. That is in a perfect world, of course, but the turnovers have got to stop though. They got to be brought down to a minimum. But first and foremost, get the running game going. Saquon Barkley, holy crap. If you would have told me that he would have had the performance in his debut with the Eagles that he had, the guy had a receiving touchdown, 2 rushing touchdowns. Should have had a third rushing touchdown that game, but it is what it is on that. But if you would have told me he would have had the kind of over 100 yards rushing, but if you would have told me that he would have had the performance that he had, in his debut with the Eagles, I wouldn't have believed you, because I would have said, okay, well, yeah, we know Saquon Barkley, when he's healthy, is one of the better running backs in the game, but he's just getting used to the Eagles' offense. He's just he's new to our scheme. The team in general is new to the scheme, but you get what I'm saying. He's new to this offense, new to the team. I would have said, okay, I'll give him a solid, let's say 70, 80 yards rushing, maybe a rushing touchdown. But I did not expect him to go off the way he went off. I did not expect a receiving touchdown, 2 rushing touchdowns, over 100 yards rushing. I was not expecting that, but that's exactly what he gave us. And I'm telling you right now, if Saquon Barkley stays healthy, he could be for the Eagles offense what Christian McCaffrey has been for the 49ers offense. Now, Christian McCaffrey is not playing for the 49ers this week. No, that's been not confirmed. But I'm talking about, generally speaking, he could be that difference maker for our offense that could take our offense to whole different levels of proficiency. Proficiency. I'm sorry, I don't know what the hell is wrong here today. But the Eagles' offense could be, to new levels of being proficient. That's what I'm trying to say. But when I look at this offense, man, there's so much promise there. I look at the play calling from Kellen Moore. I thought he did a pretty damn good job in Week 1. Let's just build on that and just continue to build on it. When it comes to the O-line has got to open up those running lanes for Saquon Barkley, Kenneth Gainwell as well when he comes out there. Got to protect Jalen Hurts. There were a couple times that Jalen Hurts, got sacked in that game that that the O-line, failed to pick up an assignment. We got to make sure that our quarterback, our $51 million per year quarterback, is not being hit. It's not being hit quite a bit in the game. But O-line, do your job, open up the running lanes. Pass protect Jalen Hurts. Keep him protected. AJ Brown had a very good game against the Packers in Week 1. Him, Devontae Smith. Those guys. We didn't really see a lot of Jahan Dotson. I'm expecting in this week we're going to see a lot more of him. But get the running game going. That opens up the play action to our tight end, Dallas Goedert, and that will open up things in the passing game to Jahan Dotson, A.J. Brown, and Devontae Smith in the passing game. But, like I said, I expect the Eagles to win this game. I think it's going to be a close one. 28-21 is a victory by the Eagles is my prediction. But it starts with everybody. It starts with the big men up front, the trenches, offensive line, defensive line, doing their job. All 3 sides of the ball, offense, defense, special teams, everybody has to do their job. And if they do that, Monday Night Football prime time in Philadelphia, the Eagles win this game. Personally, I'm not afraid of the Falcons. I don't take them lightly. I don't take no opponent lightly. But from a talent standpoint, I will put our team up against theirs any day of the week. But what scares me is the Eagles doing what they do, what they've done quite a bit over the years, and that's shoot themselves in the foot. We cannot shoot ourselves in the foot. We have to play smart football for 4 quarters, 60 minutes. We got to play smart football throughout, and we got to protect the football and score on an efficient. We got to score on a very steady, consistent basis. So that's my prediction right there. Eagles are going to win this game. 28-21 is my prediction. I don't think we're going to blow them out. I don't think we're going to blow them out. I think Kirk Cousins and the Falcons will give us, they will give us a little test there. But ultimately, we are the better team. I feel we are the better team, and I feel very confident that that the Eagles are going to get the job done. So that's my preview. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. As always, go Birds. Spunky Dice and Wonders out of here. Fly, Eagle, fly. Peace.
Fly on the road to victory. Fly That's all, folks.